Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Round two on the old live stream, trying to watch the sunrise out here. Just wasted the last 15 minutes I just wasted the last 15 minutes sitting here and talking to Josephine DeSmit, who is a wonderful, wonderful person. We were sitting here conversing and hanging out and having a little fun chat and everything. I was wondering, there's nobody here. I was wondering what was going on. And it turns out that I neglected to make the stream public because I'm an idiot. Hey, Darren, how's it going, man? How are you doing? Dude, I just spent the last 15 minutes doing a live stream to absolutely nobody because I didn't realize that I forgot to make it public. Unlisted. Last 15 minutes. What an idiot. Josephine, thank you again. Hey, I really appreciate the heads up on that last stream. I feel like such a tool right now. Thank you again. Fortunately, we caught that in time. We're going to get to watch the sunrise over here. Going to happen. 15, dude, Darren. Well, I've seen the pictures, so I'm not gonna be upset about your 15 below, bud. Yeah, your fishing's killing it, Darren. Man, them pikes you're getting are awesome. You're putting me to task, bud. Those are some serious fish you're catching. And I know you do it like professionally, and I'm just a dink who drops rods in the water, but what's up, Mosier boy? How are you doing, man? Dude, I just spent the last 15 minutes thankfully talking to Josephine here, who is a wonderful human being. And if you guys like music, you need to check her stuff out. She does some live streams. Josephine here does music. She does, she makes her own. I can't even describe it. But she's the most talented musician person that I know. And she makes wonderful music. She's out of, is it Denmark? Dutch. I know you speak Dutch. Whatever country that is. I'm slipping here. I haven't had enough coffee. Anyway, check out her music, guys. She's awesome what she does. Absolutely my pleasure, Josephine. And she just exploded. I would have preferred to have this conversation back when she had like 600 subscribers, you know, and I could be touting like a smaller channel, but she just jumped up to like 1,700 in the last 2 days. So check her out while she's still small and approachable. Belgium. I'm sorry, Belgium. I'm an idiot. I'm tired. I just woke up. I didn't have much sleep. Hey, Rocco, how are you doing, man? I just saw that you started streaming again and stuff. Dude, I'm absolutely tickled to have you here, my friend. How are you doing? It's been a while. Yeah, I tell you what, Josephine, that's probably the single most important thing you can do with any kind of like video content stuff, being approachable. I got all kinds of stories. I'll save you the stories, but I got all kinds of stories that straight up, you know, being approachable, being a person that you can converse. You know how it is. You like Nick Nimmin, you like Dean Nimmin. Those guys are approachable. That's one of the reasons that they are so successful and so cool at what they do. It's because they're approachable. What's up, Brandon O'Neill? Man, we got people coming in here now. Rattletrap, good to see you guys. Appreciate y'all coming and hanging out, having a cup of coffee and watching the sunrise out here. I am on Padre. I say Padre Island because I want the metadata to reflect Padre Island. It's a better search term, but I'm actually on Mustang Island. They're the same island these days. There's no channel dividing them, but I'm on Mustang Island. That is Caldwell Pier in Port Aransas. They're incredible. Not only are they approachable, but the core of what they do is they are just good, genuine people, and they're staying that way. And that's important. It's important to be that way. Yeah, it's not about, well, they're making good money, but deservedly so. And that's not what it's about. You're absolutely right. It's about helping people. It's about being what I call a valued member of the community. You guys just like all popped in here. Thank you, guys. I just spent, like I was telling these guys a moment ago, I spent the last 15 minutes just hanging out and talking to Josephine on a live stream that I completely forgot to make public. It was an unlisted live stream. Thankfully, Josephine hooked me up, gave me a heads up that it was probably not going to be very crowded. Hey, Fish in the Mitten, what's up, man? I hadn't seen you in forever, dude. How are you doing? I appreciate you taking a little time out of your work to come out and hang out at the beach with us and enjoy sunrise. I'm sorry I don't get to do this more often, but I plan on trying to make a habit out of this because I'm enjoying it. And, you know, I was going to have a cup of coffee, and I'm like, I'm going to have it with my boys. Something's up with your camera. What are you streaming from? I'm streaming from my phone. What's up with it? Is it laggy? Or is the screen getting all fogged up? That is entirely possible. Josephine, you are one of the boys. Josephine's OG. Tap and hold on your face. Is it the focus? Oh yeah, it's the focus. It's the with the sun coming up in the background. I've got a light in my face over here, but with the sun coming up in the background, if I do something like this, there it goes. You see, it's, what is that, ISO? I don't remember what that's called. And the focus itself, yeah, it's gonna keep. It's probably better that it's a little bit out of focus because my face is whacked this morning. I didn't put on any makeup. What you up to, Mitten? Where have you been? You like that darker? Yeah, I like the colors when I get off screen. Let's see. Let's if we can get a good sunrise looking shot of it there. That does look. I appreciate that, Josephine. Thank you very much for letting me know that my live stream looks a whole lot better without my face in it. Appreciate that, ma'am. Yeah, regardless, you're going to have to suffer. I'm going to jump on it at least a little bit here. I can't see the chat otherwise. I tried, Josephine. I tried. Thank you. I'm very blessed in life. Like I was saying in that last BS live stream, I have been required to be very unkind to people at work. Thankfully, I am not in that position anymore. So I'm just a happier human being now. Yeah, I know. It's not what you meant. I'm sure. Brandon O'Neill. Where's Brandon O'Neill? Who is that? I don't know who Brandon O'Neill. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I thought that was somebody else's, like, name. How's the water? Clear or murky? Any bites yet? I have not been fishing. I'm out here because we're going to do an exploratory trip. Taking the boat out, and we are going to explore some fishing spots that I haven't done before. So we're not expecting to catch anything. We just want to see, you know, we want to check conditions, check the bottom contours, structure, things like that. See if they're holding any fish. So no expectations, but the hope is that we do come across some spots that are really awesome. The water clarity, it's been dark, so I can't tell you very, very well. But I'll say that when we came across the ferry about midnight last night, it didn't look too bad at the ferry. It was a lot more clear than what I thought. And by a lot more clear, I mean it was probably 2-foot visibility. Now, it's back up in the channel. As far as the beach goes, I still probably can't tell very well. When the sun comes up, we'll go and check the water clarity. We'll see what it's like. Surf is running about 2 foot now. It's going to be coming up to about 3 foot later. Choppy. The wind is supposed to pick up. It's not windy right now. Not the best day. Our plan initially was to go offshore, do some offshore fishing. That surf is just that's a little bit too much to, you know, that's back-breaking surf right there on a boat. Not a radio face. Thank you, Josephine. Thank you. I have the voice for video and the face for radio. I should be doing, I do a podcast, but I don't do it well. It was nice to catch your live stream, my friend. Rocco, I really, really appreciate it, man. It's been too long. Been way too long since I've seen you. Really stoked to see you live streaming again. Hope to see you more. Have a good day. You do the same, bud. Really appreciate it, man. And I'll be seeing you in your live streams as well, man. As soon as I can catch one at a time. I go to bed pretty early. I appreciate that, Mo. I fake it well. Hopefully we get another podcast episode recorded today. Hopefully. We'll see. It depends on how much whiskey we have to drink tonight. Oh, we got a little dog coming over here to say hi in just a minute. He's wearing a sweater. Oh, man, I'm feeling so good right now. I've been looking forward to this fishing trip all week. I don't even care if we're actually going out for fish or not. I'm just looking forward to it. And I tell you what, I don't know, you guys can't really see this. Oh, shoot, I don't have an issue with nervousness. I have an issue with, like, trying to make things interesting. I don't know. I'm going to show you guys something. This is kind of cool to me. All right, can we do it? Yeah. Okay, so if you look on the horizon, there are a ton of tankers out there right now. And this guy on the right side of the screen on the horizon over there, that's them dredging out the channel. Let's see here. Okay, so on the far left side of your screen on the horizon, that dark thing on the horizon is the Port Aransas jetty. And then on the far right side of your screen is that's the rig for them dredging out the channel for that jetty. He's way offshore. You can see the distance between the two. But what they're doing is they're dredging out that channel for all them tankers, and there are a ton of tankers out there. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I see about 14 tankers out there on the horizon. What they're all doing is they're sitting there and they're all taking turns going through the channel into Corpus Christi. We call that spot where they all park, they all anchor up and take turns going in. We call that spot the bar. And it's not a bad fishing spot. We do pretty good on kingfish out there. We don't go for kingfish very often, but I can tell you right now, that's the place to go for them. Anyway, I just wanted to show that to you. I'll go ahead and switch this back up. No sunrise yet. We'll keep going on this until we get one. And we'll just walk around, hang out here at the pier for just a minute. I was sitting on that, one of them little podium things over there. And, well, you know, hey, you want to go check the water clarity? Let's see what the water clarity is like. The weather's nice, man. I mean, especially for February. It's probably 68, 70 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Gorgeous for February, you know what I mean? I'm out here in shorts, sandals, a hoodie just because it's a little chilly, but that's about it. I'll be dropping that in a few hours. No wind at the moment, maybe 2 mile an hour wind. You can see the flag right there, barely lufting. That's uncommon for down here. Usually it's really windy, and it's going to get windy. We're expecting 15 mile an hour winds today, and that's just every day. Going to be sunny. The forecast called for a little bit of rain, but I'm not seeing it. That could change, but I'm not seeing rain today. Not down here, maybe inland. Everybody waking up. We got all the people cruising around down here on the beach now, checking the conditions. Don't even have anybody fishing on the pier yet. Tide is way out. I believe low tide's 7 o'clock this morning. I don't know what time it is right now. But normally, you can see by these striations right here, that's the waves washing up on the beach. And it goes way up over there. Way over there. So, water line obviously is right down there. Let's see. There is about, there we go. Let me figure it out. There's about that much beach that's going to be underwater here by noon. Hey, Conjuring Rock, how are you doing, man? Appreciate you coming and stopping by. We're gonna do an exploratory trip. I'm out here because we're gonna check some fishing spots that we've never checked before. And we're not hammering it out or anything. You know, we didn't have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to do this trip. We're just gonna make a little run. So I thought I'm gonna have a cup of coffee, come out to the beach, and we're gonna live stream the sunrise. Right now we're checking the water conditions. Hey, Swag, how are you doing, man? Appreciate you dropping by, saying hi. Pledian, thank you. I hope I'm saying that right. I remember your name, but I also remember that I can't pronounce it very well. Thank you for coming and saying hi, and thank you for the thumbs up. I don't want to get my feet wet because it's a little chilly. But the water clarity, I didn't bring my spearfishing gear, and I don't have enough light to really be able to tell what the clarity is, but I can definitely tell you right now, I am not going to need my spearfishing gear. Was just checking fishing reports and now getting awesome beach report. Thanks. Hey, man, dude, it's my pleasure. I tell you what, this is my dream in life. I want to do this every single morning. I want to put myself in a position where I can be the beach report guy because I love it. I want to do fish report, surf report, beach report, you name it. You got people walking their dogs out here on the beach, and I'm carrying this camera on a tripod so that I can sit it down. But I'm carrying it like a gimbal, and I look like an idiot out here, and all these people are taking the long way around me. Pledian, I hadn't seen you in a little while, and I very much appreciate you coming and saying hi, man. Yeah, if you take a look, like I was saying a second ago, this is the normal water line at high tide. You can see that water is way out right now. That's a lot of beach. That's a really low tide. Might make for a good thing. That'll allow me to check some spots a little better, I think. Been working a lot, so I'm trying to get caught up. Totally understand that. Yeah, no, I totally get that. First time fishing adventures. How are you doing, man? Good morning. Hope you got yourself a cup of coffee. We're just enjoying the sunrise out here at the beach. You want to see a cool little Port Aransas thing? This is a pretty, the community out here in Port Aransas is, like they have a nice arts community. Who we got there? Who's that? Fairy Anna's Vlogs. I don't think I have ever seen you in here before. I want to thank you very much for coming and joining us. I have a sunrise at the beach that we have been holding off on just for you. And now that you're here, the sun can come up. You got perfect timing. It is about to come up. Thank you. It is. I love this place to death. I'm very blessed to be able to come out here like I do. All right, so Port Aransas, like I said, they have like this really nice little arts community. And I don't know who it is who does this, but there's some artists in town who do some interesting little things. And one of them is this person who does this. These posts right here are like those posts right there that you park up against, but they put knitted things on them. Like they knit little... See, that dude's got sunglasses and a hat. Yeah, how cool is that? It was a Christmas thing that they did for the beach. All the way down. And those all the way over right there. All the way down the beach. There's 100 of them that they all knitted caps for. All right, time for me to get back and get a cup of coffee. That sunrise, let's do a check on that real quick. We're getting there. It ain't up yet. And speaking of which, all you early birds who are up here enjoying a stream with me, crack of dawn like this, appreciate having you guys out here. The whole point of today is just to catch the sunrise. For those of you guys who missed it, we did this on New Year's Day. I wanted to catch the very first sunrise of the new decade out here at the beach. I got up at like 5:30. I got all my stuff set up. I did not have that live stream unlisted. It was public. And it was a cloudy, overcast day. Couldn't see the sun. I don't know what time it is here. I think it's about 7. Josephine, normally I use a gimbal. I'm a pretty big dude. And right now I'm using a tripod as a gimbal. I'll show it. Check it out here. Let me set up my little thing. Yeah, no, I look goofy as hell right now, Josephine. I'm literally walking around with like a 5-foot tripod using it as a gimbal. That's what I'm walking around with right there. I'm a YouTube nerd. Oh, no way, Joseph. Well, I tell you what, I tear them up like nobody's business. But I think I spent like $10 on my gimbal. Tripods are a little more expensive, of course. Whoa! I just broke the bench. Somebody didn't knit that one a cap. All right. Now I got to get it all re-centered here. Sorry. I got sand in the tripod. Oh, yeah. They definitely make them. But, and I break the crap out of my gimbals. I swear I've been through a dozen of them. Literally like 10, 12 gimbals. But I get them for like $7. Early bird gets the worm. Stanley's up and attacking the day this morning. Man, you got it. We are going to spend a little time on the water today. And it's not going to be a big, heavy time fishing trip. We're just exploring some spots around here that we've never been to. So we're relaxing and enjoying our day, but that is the plan, is to actually get out on the water. Regardless of whether or not we're going to get up early and make an attack on it, I'm up. And I wanted to watch the sunrise. I'm still a little miffed about our sunrise on New Year's. Sorry, I'm moving this around because I got this stupid glare. I don't know if you can see this or not. Well, yeah, you can. Where is it? Well, now it's not doing it. There it is, right there. On my eye, other eye, this eye right here, you see this line? What that is, it drives me up a wall. I do this all with a phone, right? And so I have a tendency of breaking things, so I've got my phone in a really nice waterproof case because we go underwater and stuff. But that case catches the light on angles like this, and it shows the reflection of my face because it's reflecting the light off of the case that I'm using. So I've got to be real careful and particular about the angles that I point the camera so that I don't get that stupid effect on there. That right there. God, drives me up a wall. But I don't want to break the camera, so I haven't figured out a workaround for that yet. Fishing Stripes, is that you? Did I just see you in the room? Dude, yeah, Pledian. This is a whole lot of awesome, man. I am very blessed. Hey, Swag, you got the 360. Which one did you go with? Did you get yourself a Rilo? I tell you what, man, that thing is a bit of a game changer. Red Solo Cup, I drink it up. Let's have a party, drink a Bacardi. Speaking my language, my friend. I plan on getting thoroughly ripped this afternoon after our trip. Getting ready for work. Oh, I'm sorry. But you know what? I gotta say, it's not a bad deal to be working on the weekend, because that means that your days off are gonna be during the week, and those are good days to be out fishing. You get them to yourself. I like and appreciate that. So I'm sorry that you have to be at work, but I believe that there are rewards and benefits to you having to be at work today. I appreciate you spending your time with us while you're sitting there getting ready for work. Look at that, guys. We got a little... Okay, we got sunrise here. Let me see if I can get the coloring. There it is. All right, I'll keep my face off the camera so you can see the sunrise. Finally. You got the Insta360. Hey, that's awesome. That is awesome. I want to hear how that works out for you because I'm kind of curious about that one. Now, personally, I want to upgrade to the KyoCam. I want to go 8K with the next one. The 360 4Ks have some issues with them that I'm not terribly fond of. Come on, focus in on the sunset. Great camera, but I do feel the need to upgrade to a 8K. Man, it's not gonna focus on the sunrise. I'm sorry, you're gonna get an artistic blurred shot. Gorgeous sunrise. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I did that just for you guys. Awesome to see while I'm working away. Oh man, that's been my week. I totally hear you on that. Yeah, hey, I appreciate you being here. You guys are like keeping me company while I'm having a cup of coffee, enjoying my morning. I like peace and solitude, but I'll have plenty of that this afternoon. And so, you know, I'm enjoying getting to spend my morning with you here. I love this. This is my life right here. You know, this beach. I've spent an ungodly amount of time. I've lived out here several times, and so it's very nice to be able to share this with people. And even if I'm not like sharing it, like Fish and Stripes people who get to come out here and spend their time here too, it's nice to be able to, you know, connect over that bond of appreciation for this. Speaking of Fish and Stripes, you ought to talk to the people over at Stripes about a sponsorship. I would think you could get some coffee out of them boys. I absolutely agree, Brandy. I absolutely agree. This is going to be a make or break year for a lot of us. The fishing channels here on this community that we got, something very unique is happening in this community. I've never seen a community, it's happened, but I've never seen a community of channels who have gotten together like this and spent this much time together and grown the way that they have. And you don't, you know, other communities have had that, but this is a new thing with the fishing community that I haven't seen. And I've been doing this now for, like, not the channel specifically, but I've been doing this video content creation thing for about 5 years now. And this is not something that I have seen in that 5 years. So there's something really special happening. And I foresee this being a make or break year for some channels. But this is kind of a make or break year for us. It's big time or bust this year. At least that's my point of view on it. Got a bunch of birds that are hanging out on the telephone pole over here. Ah, this is very unfortunate, guys. I'm happy to be able to share this with you, but yeah, this is gorgeous, and it's all blurry for you and stuff like that, but even in 4K does not even come close to doing this justice. Have you ever met Cooper from Thresher Fishing? I've not met him. I've not talked to him personally, like one-on-one. I have run into him on a couple of fishing trips. Ran into him at a tackle store one time, and I just didn't, you know, I wasn't going to sit there and be the guy at the tackle store like, hey, you know. Yeah, because I have a tendency of being that guy. And then I ran into him out on the jetty one time. But also, you know, he was fishing, and he's kind of, he is a little bit of a recluse. Like, he likes his privacy, and I didn't want to take that away from him. He was doing what he's doing. I didn't want to bother him. I do plan on having a little chat with old Cooper, but I haven't done it yet. People sticking together with the others, helping each other succeed. Yeah. And there's more going on than just that, but you're absolutely right. The community element of all these fishing channels is exceptionally unique. It is very rare to find a community of people working together like this, particularly from, you know, so many locales from all over the world. And you know, that's unique. You know what's holding everybody back is a lack of interest in fishing. I'm not even kidding about that. Like, there's a lot of people out there who are interested in it, but that doesn't mean they're on YouTube looking at videos of it. And I think that that's one of the big hang-ups as to why everybody's not super blowing up, is just because there's not as many people. Like, people are still adapting and getting used to watching YouTube videos rather than, you know, television. I think more people are going to catch on to that as time goes on. More people are going to be cutting the cord and watching YouTube and getting into it. And I think we are going to see some interesting things from that as it happens. That is my 2 cents on it. So, grow the community, get people into YouTube in general. You know, tell your friends about it. Tell your family about it. You know, that what is it, the 45 to 54 demographic, not big on YouTube. They cherish the people in that age range. And that segment is growing. And as it does, we are all reaping the benefits. That's my 2 cents on that. Yeah, I Thresher fishing was one of those. When I first started, he was one of the ones that pushed me into wanting to do fishing videos as opposed to other things we were thinking about doing. I think Texas fishing is starting to grow. Oh man, I hope you're wrong on that. It just gets outdone by Florida fishing. Yeah, I totally agree with that. And I kind of hold myself as like, that's where I wanted to niche down on, was instead of doing fishing, I wanted to do Texas fishing, because there wasn't as many people doing it. There was Cooper, and what's that dude that's actually up in like Alabama or something? He gets a lot of Texas traffic. There's not as many people doing it here in Texas. Not well. You know, not as many. A lot of people in Florida doing it right. So that was kind of like, you know, I wanted to take that angle on it. And if a whole bunch of people start jumping in on the Texas thing, that's going to be affecting me, unless we all grow together. I joke about that, like, oh, you know, me. I'm joking about that, but it does actually benefit all of us. Trying to get my uncle into, he does bushcraft. That's a real popular one, Brandy. If you need help talking to him, you want to tag team your uncle and put him in his place, let him know what he needs to be doing, I got your back on that, because that's a good segment. I love this. This is what I want to do, like, every day. Is I'm going to make it like my point in life, is I want to come out here and just do a beach report every morning. Oh, Brandon O'Neill, FYI, you're talking about getting a good beach report. There's a YouTube channel I came across recently. The guy from Breakaway Tackle in Corpus Christi, his name is Nick Meyer, M-E-Y-E-R, Australian dude. But he does a beach report live stream like this for about 3-5 minutes every morning from Bob Hall Pier. Brandy may help benefit you a little bit. You know, at least give you a baseline idea of what the beach is looking like, you know, that day. I like him. I actually want to talk to him about improving what he's doing. But that is where I'm going to, Nick Meyer. Okay, yeah, so yeah, there you go. You know what I'm talking about then. I had half a mind this morning. My options when I woke up, I was like, okay, I'm going to go to Caldwell, which is about a mile from where I'm at. Real easy. You know, I had to set up thumbnails, and I had to tweet, and I had to do the Instagram thing, and, you know, to promote the live stream that I ended up fucking up. Ended up being a unlisted live stream before I did this one. But my option was to come over here, come to the pier, and do the sunrise here. And of course, take into account getting all of that stuff done. Or I was going to run over to Bob Hall, which is obviously like 15 miles away, And I was going to try to catch Nick Meyer because I wanted to talk to him about his live streams. And I was like, you know what, that's just too much. It's going to be a 15-minute drive. I've got to set up thumbnails, do Twitter, do Instagram, set up the live stream, do all of that stuff, live stream, and then catch Nick. And, you know, because I would end up live streaming before him. But then I'd have to catch him and while live streaming, have a conversation with him about stuff. I was like, yeah, this is too much. I'll catch him on a different day. So that was obvious. And then, of course, you know, had to get coffee. Can't do any of this without coffee. Coffee today brought to you by my former employer, Stripes, which I wasn't allowed to say for the longest time, and now I think I can actually say it. I think I can. I'm actually fond of their coffee, and I can say that as somebody who is no longer employed by Stripes. Yeah, Brandy, I mean, he's down here in the Corpus Christi area, so, you know, take it as it will. And he does cool, just little 3 to 5 minute videos of, like, he drives out onto the beach with his truck. He's like, well, I'm not even going to fake an Australian accent. I'm not even going to do it. But he says, the water clarity is this, and the waves are doing this, and that's, you know, and then the beaches are looking good, and this lady is the lady who I always see picking up the trash. It's really, you know, it's a really cool live stream. I get a lot of value out of it. SPRO, Team Best, ¿Cómo está, amigo? I don't know how to say it. I don't know. Mucho gracias, mi amigo. Mucho. Katie Church, thank you very much. I've been holding on to this just for you. Out here at the beach, we're going to be doing a little bit of fishing in a bit here. We're going to go explore some fishing locations. And I was up and ready to attack the day. So I was like, you know what, we're going to do that sunrise live stream that I failed so miserably at on New Year's Day. And as Josephine, I don't know if she's still in the room. She might be doing something. I know they got the Nimmons live stream coming up. But she was telling me earlier that my live streams looked a whole lot better when my face is like off the camera a little bit. So I'm not making you suffer through my face as much. I'm going to get my FaceTime, you know. You got to do that. Pins used to have a phone number to call. Yeah, I used to call Wind and Wave religiously. You have to sit through their ads at the beginning of the call, but man, that was religious. Used to watch Texan, but he quit making video. Oh, I wasn't familiar with him. Man, I gotta say, I gotta put the impetus on you guys just a little bit. If you guys could make this channel just a little bit bigger, get me some subscribers, then I could quit my job and sit out here and do beach reports every single morning just for you. You like how I did that? Like I made it all about me and then turned it around on you? Bam. I can spin some words, man. It's SPRO, it's muy bonito. Todavía está perfecto. Agua perfecto. Es no frío. Yo necesito más escuela para español. Yo sabe. God, yeah, it's my dream. Brandy, it's my dream. SPRO, I learned more Spanish for you. I try more. Pero todavía, perfecto. Más pesca para todavía. Mucho pesca. Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm not going to talk numbers. I'm enjoying a beach thing, but I have I have thoughts on that, channel size and all that stuff. SPR, muchas gracias, mi amigo. Muchas gracias. Sandfest is coming up. Have you ever been? Yeah. It's been a couple of years since I've done Sandfest, and I don't know how to make a video that can utilize Sandfest. And I know that's a stupid thing to focus on, you know what I mean? but it's pertinent. I mean, if I'm out here, if I'm gonna be out here, I gotta utilize it. I gotta take advantage of the times that I have, and I haven't figured out. I'll tell you what, I've done enough of those beach things, Sandfest and Windfest, and all those ones that they used to do over by Packery Channel before it was Packery Channel, JP Luby Park. Yes, and a ton of spring breaks. I'm not jaded against that stuff, but now I enjoy this. You know, I enjoy the peace and solitude more than I enjoy getting out for a party. Oh shoot, there we go. I hit the wrong thing on the screen. We're finally getting it, Josephine. It's finally here. Been waiting all morning for it. See the camera 360? I want more. I want a better camera. It's fun. It's fun to play with. Brandy, it's been an absolute pleasure, ma'am. Thank you for coming and joining me this morning. I hope you have a wonderful day at work, and I look forward to seeing what you have in store for us on your next fishing trip. And I know you got tournaments coming up now because you're going all big dog on us. Actually, you have a tournament coming up this month, is that right? Your first is in February? Looking forward to seeing how you do on that. I'm not a big tournament guy, but I tell you what, my entire year is going to be geared up on Sharkathon this year. That's Sharkathon, that lit a fire under me last year. I'm looking forward to doing that again. March is your tournament, okay. Jurong Guyan, I am sorry, I have a hard time pronouncing that, but I want to thank you very much for coming and joining us for a beautiful sunrise out here on the beach. I've seen you leaving a bunch of comments recently, and I want to tell you I very much appreciate that. Thank you. Always a pleasure seeing your comments. You're from Vietnam, yes? You too, Brandy. Looking forward to seeing you getting all set up for that tournament, ma'am. You have a wonderful day. Everybody's starting to wake up. This is my sunrise. People, go away. Everybody, like, there's a hotel right over here. And so they're all like getting out of the hotel, and now you got the people who start doing the beach walk, and some beach carts are coming by. The cars are starting to drive through. The activity level is just now starting to pick up. Probably run around and pick up some trash here in a minute. Some people were out here drinking last night and they left some beer bottles. I'll see a trash can around. Good. I don't speak Vietnamese. I'm sorry. I do translate for the comments. I'm very sorry about that, but I thank you very much for joining us this morning. It is a pleasure. I have to go. Catch you later. Plieden? I'm going to figure out how to pronounce that. I'm very sorry. But I want to thank you very much for joining me, man. We had an absolute blast. We're going to be wrapping this up in probably about 10 minutes, so you're not missing much. Again, thank you very much for joining us. Exactly right, Josephine. That's what I'm saying. Clear on out of here. I set the stakes down on this one. Look at this guy getting in the way of the sunrise right there. In just a minute here, before we wrap up, we're gonna make a little run around. We're gonna pick up some trash, throw away some trash, do a little beach cleanup. I'm making that a personal thing that we are going to focus on for the channel this year. Is we're gonna focus on environmental stuff. I don't know what that's called, but we're gonna be a little bit more proactive in protecting our beaches and our marine environment. I got some plans on that. Urban Explorer, how are you doing, man? Good to see you. We have been holding on to this sunrise just for you all morning long, waiting for you to be here, my friend. And now you're here. Now we can let it go. Go ahead, son. It's all you. I appreciate you coming and saying hi there, Neil. Thank you. Yeah, no, I totally understand. I'm out here at the beach today. I'm loving life. I'm just in like the greatest mood ever. Of course, this is like my most favorite place on earth. And like we got out here at midnight, and at 5 o'clock this morning, I woke up and I was just excited and gung-ho and ready to get the day started. So I was like, you know what better way to get the day started than beating the Nimids to the live stream game and doing a live stream while we watch the sunrise. Caught any lionfish? I saw warning signs at Bob Hall Pier. Really? That's interesting. I've not run into lionfish here. I've seen them in Florida. I've seen them in Mexico. And if they're in Mexico, they're here. They're definitely, absolutely here. I've not run into them, but it is no holds barred on lionfish. I will take every single one I can find. I know they're terribly invasive. And I also know that they taste really good. I haven't eaten them, but I know people who have, and everybody's like, obviously all those Florida people are eating them. So yeah, I plan on gunning for any lionfish that I come across. Pass some. You want some energy? You want some sunrise or lionfish? What you asking about there, Neil? What do you need? Energy? I don't blame you on that. I'm down a cup of coffee right now, and I've got the sun. I got that vitamin E on my back, making me feel good. Florida people, you say that like peasants. There's a battle because like all these channels who do fishing content, it's like there's Florida and then there's everybody else, you know? And you can't do anything fishing without competing with Darcizzle, whom I love to death. Darcizzle is amazing and wonderful and just a wonderful human being. I love her. And Brian, I'm not saying Darcizzle, I'm saying that, you know, anybody involved with the Darcizzle channel, I personally appreciate that. You got, you know, her, and you got all the Instagram model influencers also as well, the you know, the Instagram model YouTuber fishing people, deer meat for dinner. There's just such a wealth of fishing channels over there, and they've got beautiful water, and they've got these amazing fish and all of these cool things. It's all tropical and white sandy beaches. And the rest of us, man, I can't compete with that. I get clear water 4 days a year here, you know? I got to go 20 miles offshore and able to spear things. That's expensive, and it's a tough call. I can't just hop in my boat and go spear stuff in my backyard. So it makes it really hard for the rest of us. So yeah, when I talk about Florida people, that's where it stems from. If I sound a little bitter, if I sound like I got a little bit of angst, that's where it's coming from. Next upload, I got one. I'm coming back onto my regular content schedule. Now it is, I got a video coming up on Monday. I'm filming today, and hopefully this weekend I manage to get a couple of videos filmed. That's my intention. It's February, and I am blessed to have some good weather today, but that's probably not going to hold, and I am not going to be able to get serious fishing time until April. So I got a bit. I'm going to be honest with you. My content is going to be stretched a little bit thin between now and April. I'm going to be working hard. I'm going to do what I can, and I'm going to be putting in sweat labor on making videos the next 2 months. But there's just nothing I can do about it. Weather is going to be the determining factor on what I am able to accomplish in the next 2 months. Yeah, exactly right. I mean, it's seasonal. And there's just only so much I can do. There are things that I can do, but man, I am at the mercy of Mother Earth right now. Yeah, I don't be surprised if I do some videos of like the how-to documentary kind of style, where it's like, these are the top 5 seashells you can find on Pottery Island. You know what I mean? I'm not even kidding about that. The video I got coming out on Monday is my 5 favorite fishing spots on Padre Island. It's a cute little video. It's not going to be, you know, I'm not going out and catching a bunch of big sharks, but I need to make some videos like that, and this is the time of year to do it. So expect a little bit of that from me. In April, we are going to be hitting it hard. We're going to get some good stuff. What's up, HK2? How are you doing, man? I appreciate you stopping by. what are you up to today, and how is your weather? Is it anywhere near as wonderful? Hold. Okay, the sun is getting up, and I know it's February, but man, this is South Texas. Hold on, I might have to prepare for this inclement weather that we're suffering through in the South Texas winter. I know I'm in a hoodie here, and it's just a little bit too warm for the hoodie. I'm gonna have to take that off. Oh, these South Texas winters, I swear. Just rubbing it in. Yeah, we're probably about 70 degrees right now. With the sun coming up, it's warming up nice. Zero wind right now. Flags are lufting. As you can tell, I'm a little bit excited. I am loving life right now. This is perfect February weather. Stanley doesn't want to take out the competition. Oh man, I know I'm falling back on the chat here, so I don't know what you were referring to on that. I'm sorry, Josephine. And I'm messing around, screwing with people because of my wonderful weather. I'm going to end up cursing myself by doing that. I realize that. I can probably expect at least 18 more weeks of winter now. You never know who you'll attract. Just keep it close to niche and you'll be good. Yep. And I'm going to take a little bit more of a different approach to it this year. I'm going to have a little bit more fun. I'm not going to focus as much on the best practices I'm going to do, but I'm not going to make stuff because I have to. I'm going to make it because I enjoy it. I want to enjoy what I do. I got a little bit away from that last year. I focused on making stuff just to fill the content schedule and to appease YouTube. And I'm still going to do some of that, but I'm going to focus more on me and my family this year. I'm going to focus more on enjoying what I do and getting back to the root of things. I don't want to freak out. And, you know, I got stressed about some of the numbers. Like, oh, I'm not growing fast enough. And, oh, I'm not getting the views. Why didn't people like this video that I put so much time into? And the 360 videos. I put weeks and weeks and weeks of work into a video that I really was passionate about. And nobody watched it. And then I put out a 1 minute 360 clip and it blew up. That's awesome. That's awesome. Instead of being upset about all of that, I need to just appreciate what I got. You know what I mean? Like, I understand it. I get it. So I'm not going to stress about the analytics and stuff. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to come out and have a cup of coffee and watch a sunrise, live stream when I want, which I was told not to do, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to live stream when I want. Not as much as I used to, not a weekly. But you're damn right. I enjoy live streaming. I'm going to do it. Cold AF in Belgium. I am very sorry. Oh, you've got a named storm coming your way. That season starts up for us. We do hurricanes down here. And that season starts in like May or June or something. I'm sorry. And your winter storm, if you've got a named storm, you're going to be getting like snow and stuff. I'm sorry about that. I would not wish snow on my worst enemy. I like my hurricanes. Cold and frozen, been sick with the flu, man. HK2, I'm sorry to hear about that. Okay, I'm catching up on the chat here. Man, I'm sorry to hear you're sick. I hope you feel better. And I would like to wish some very nice weather on you. Hope you got some good stuff coming. Sax music. That's funny. You don't have anything to complain about with winter. That's coming from Kate. I know. I'm rubbing it in a little bit. And I'm the same way. When Darcizzle makes her little posts about it being 75 degrees in the middle of winter, I'm that same guy. Like, damn it, it's 60 degrees down here and I can't do anything. Darcy, get out of here. I'm rubbing it in. But then I go and do the exact same thing. I understand I get the irony. Yeah, hey, Conjuring Rock, I tell you what, I'm a big fan of Darren's Northern Life. He does a lot of fishing up in Manitoba, I believe. And that dude is killing it with the ice fishing. I don't do ice. I don't do cold and I don't do snow. But after watching some of that, I have to admit, I'm a little bit tempted to take a shot at that. It's working its way up on the old bucket list. Shorter 360 is better. Urban Explorer. Neil, yeah, I've been really experimenting with the 360s. I did like a 4 minute, I did a 2 minute, I did a minute and a half, a minute, and a 15-second video. And I've got strange results that I haven't fully deciphered. Obviously, the 4 minute was a bit too much. It just wasn't interesting enough. It seemed to be doing really good around the minute, minute and a half, 2 minute mark, depending on the quality of like what it was I was filming. But I gotta say that 15-second video, to me, that is way too short. But that thing immediately went into search faster than the others, and I am getting a lot of end screen traffic off of that video. I don't want to do 15-second videos. This ain't TikTok. But I can't argue with the results of the end screens that I'm getting off of that one video. So I'm trying to decipher that now and figure out what the proper length should be and what's working best. You know what I mean? Weighing, is end screens more important or the watch time of a longer video? I don't know. I'm working on all that. Storm crap weather. Yeah. What do you mean it's 4? Like 4 degrees? Fuck that. I'm sorry, but screw that. Is that 4 degrees? I'm assuming it's 4 degrees Celsius. We never have storms, so this is the first real name storm we have, but we're still renovating our house. That sucks. If it rains too much, I know there's a waterfall. And oh man, I am so sorry, Josephine. I empathize with you. I'm remodeling my house, and I am halfway done with the siding on the outside of my house. I've been halfway done with the siding for about 3 years now. And now I've been through like 2 tropical storms and a hurricane with half a house of siding. I'm living on borrowed time with that. I'm tempting fate. You know what? I've taken a shot. Like I got family in Wisconsin. I went backpacking on the West Coast, and I was up in I was like 30 minutes from Canada, and I love going to Mexico. I love going all over the place. And one of the things I most regret is that all those times I've been up in that direction, I never went into Canada. I'm really mad at myself for not having taken 1 hour to go and be able to spend a little time in Canada. High up on my bucket list, something I want to do. I appreciate, I thank you for the for you know welcoming me. I want to get into Canada. I don't know if that's something I'm going to get this year, but it's always possible. It's something I'm going to shoot for because I want to. Love you guys. I've never met a Canadian I did not like. Oh, look at that. Nick Myers going live right now. So this is where he is 15 miles down that way, and he's going live from the other pier. He doesn't have comments, so it's not like we can all jump on there and raid his stream and give him a hard time. But I'm gonna hit that guy up. How funny would you enjoy that? Would you guys have fun with that if we raided the Nick Meyer beach stream on a live stream? Like actually showed up and waited for him, then when he showed up, pulled him over. Hey Nick, come on over here. That'd be fun, right? I mean, he's a beach report guy down here in Texas. It's not like he's, it's not big YouTube or anything like that, but he's the beach report guy for the area down here. So, yeah, I actually think that would be kind of fun to go and raid a dude while he's, we know he's going to be live streaming. He does it every morning at this time. I think we could, yeah, well, we're going to do that. We're going to plan a Nick Meyer attack. Go to the pier he's streaming at and stream right behind. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, go. You know what I mean? There's so much that we could do with that. That would be fun. Jumping in on him. I don't know if that would make him mad. Like, that wouldn't make me mad. But I could see some people getting offended by that. But, have fun with it. Just be jovial. Be nice. Maybe we'll have a cup of coffee for him. You know what I mean? Push him in. I don't know if I want to make friends with this guy. I like your approach. Like, if this was me and my brother doing this kind of stuff, we have a real, we like a good prank. But this dude's a little older, and I don't know if I want to be doing that to the older guy that I'm trying to make friends with. Have to be fast because yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, I'd be waiting out there for him. You know what I mean? I knew he was going to be there about this time, and I know he's always at Bob Hall Pier, or at least he drives by. We might have to get in the truck and drive around because I know, like, if it's cold outside, he does the live stream for like inside of his truck. I like your thumbnail, boy, Clyde. Yeah, I remember Clyde from First Time Fishing. Was so excited we shouted. Oh, dude, no, dude, Clyde. Is it First Time Fishing? I thought his name was it Clyde Demery? Is that right? I remember when you guys did that video together, I went and jumped on his stuff. I love his work. I don't know if I'd get views off it. I mean, it's not like he doesn't have comments turned on his videos, so I can't get in touch with the guy. I can't find him. So I want to have a conversation with him about what he's doing, and I kind of want to, maybe see if there's something that we can do working together. Not just a YouTube thing, but he has some other stuff that I'd kind of like to work with him on. And the only way I can get a hold of him is to run into him. So what better way to do that than on video? Just have some fun with it. Have a cup of coffee waiting for him. I don't know if he drinks coffee because he doesn't have comments and I can't talk to him. But it'd probably be kind of fun to go raid the guy's stream and do our own. Well, I guess it wouldn't be fun. Well, it might be funny if I'm out there going, hey, I'm Nick Meyer and I'm here with the Beach Report. No, I'm Nick Meyer. No, I'm Nick Meyer. Hey, I tell you what, K2, I can't take much credit for that. That's that thumbnail is I had to hammer it out quick at night. It was dark when I first started this. So that's a Pixabay free image, and then I just slapped some text on top of it. But thank you, I appreciate it. But I cheated. It's not my own picture. Why would he not have comments? Because he's not a YouTuber. He's a bait and tackle guy who just uses YouTube as a means of doing a live stream of the Beach Report. So he's not into all of the YouTube stuff. He doesn't know. He doesn't understand well, I assume he doesn't know and understand or care about the analytics. He's just putting out his videos. Probably, maybe at one time he got a comment that hurt it, that maybe cut a little bit too deep, and so he just shut off comments. Or maybe with the COPPA thing, he didn't know which direction to go, so he made his stuff for kids and it just disallowed comments. There's a couple of directions that could have gone that caused him to do that. For whatever reason, he just saw no value in having comments on his stuff. I just made myself like that so no one can get in touch with me. I deleted Facebook, Twitter. Yeah, oh man, I'm sorry to see that. I don't blame you though. If I ever made it, big enough to where I could do video content creation. I hate that term YouTuber. But if I could ever get big enough to where I could do this as a passable means of passive income, not to say do it for a living, but do it as a very realistic kind of pursuit where I could hire somebody, basically. Like if I could hire somebody for doing this, I think the very first thing I would do is hire somebody to run social media. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I try to be lively and nice and generous and kind and all the things that I want to represent, but I despise social media. I don't want to do it. I want to put if I could hire an intern to run that for me, that is number one. That's what I would do. Probably don't have comments because if you have it set for kids, you can't leave comments. Yeah, that's entirely possible. You can go to where he is and shout, okay, Boomer. Oh, that'd be great. Just like when he's out there doing his beach stream, just drive by, okay, Boomer. Hey, I have a ton of comments I've been trying to leave on your channel and you got them shut off, Boomer. Turn them on. I've got 100 hashtags waiting for you. Oh, why is that? Neil, why are you talking about that? You got good stuff that you do, man. I mean, do you? I'm not trying to discourage that. I hate seeing when somebody's good at what they do. And I don't know. I'm not going to say you're not pursuing your passion. You pursue your passion, absolutely. And if this ain't it, I totally support that. But you do good work. Stand there with a huge banner that says, "This is the only way to comment." Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Josephine. Okay, so you're going to have to be in on the planning committee for how we're going to raid the Nick Meyer stream. Yeah, I agree. Like, I just kind of got into the Discord crew with you guys, and I'm still, I haven't ingratiated myself with that community on Discord. I'm still learning everybody and, all of that stuff. And obviously, you got me in on there on that. And I thank you, because those are wonderful people. I know everybody, obviously, from like the Nick Nimmin live streams and stuff like that. But it was really nice. Like, that's the first time I've been doing the Nick Nimmin live streams since 2016. And now, 4 years later, I'm like a part of that community of people who's doing that. And I really appreciate being there. And so I'm kind of like, my feelings are hurt a little bit. If you're the one that got me in, you're like my, you're the friend that took me to the party. And now you're going to go bounce, and you're leaving me at the party with the people that I now just, like, I know them, but they don't know me quite as much. I mean, I'm sure that I'm familiar with seeing my name on there and stuff like that, but they are. I appreciate every single person in there. Okay, yeah, that I totally, man, I can't argue with that, Neil. I totally get you. But you know what? Also, I'm going to say this. Screw YouTube. You know what I mean? You got all these best practices, all these things that you have to do. You have to have your content schedule. You have to have the right thumbnail. You have to do, screw all that. Do it your way. Do you. That stuff's bothering you? Like it's not working for you? Then fuck it. Do it your way. Post a video when you want to do. Yeah, you're not going to get the super growth thing the way that people say it, but it's not about that. Like, you can be successful without being perfect at best practices. I don't know. That's my thought. I just don't let them dictate you. You do you. You do your way. You want to make videos, you make them your way. You make them how you want to make them. And I don't think any of those guys would disagree with me on that. Like, yeah, you want to make, 1 million subscribers, the best way to do that is to do it through the best practices. But you're not forced to have to grow the way that everybody says you have to grow. You might not grow as fast, but you are not under their thumb, under the thumb of the YouTube algorithm. You can do it your way. None of the gurus have over 1 million subs. Yeah, I mean, I think Evan Carmichael does, but it's not about that though. And I totally agree with that, because I'm good at what I do. I have 2,700 subscribers, but I just did 100,000 views. And to me, that 100,000 views means so much more than the 2,700 subscribers. The people who watch my stuff, who come to my live streams, leave comments on my videos, the communities that I'm engaged and ingratiated in, that I value. But that number will mean something at like the 20,000 subscriber mark, and 50,000 and 100,000 and 1 million, 500,000, things like that, 250,000. But that's it. The actual numbers mean nothing to me. A couple of the milestones mean something, and I am dead set. Like, my goal is 100,000, because I want that silver play button. I don't know if I'll ever get there, but I'm working hard towards it. Look at that! We got D. Nimmin in the room. What's up, buddy? How are you doing? You missed it. I've been out here for a bit, and we were doing the sunrise here at the beach, because I was going to do it for like the beginning of the new year. And I was out here 5 o'clock in the morning, ready to do it, waiting for that sunrise to come up. And it was cloudy and overcast, and we never saw the sun. So I'm like, you know what? I'm doing it again. I'm out here at the beach. We got here at midnight. And I've been waiting since midnight. Got a couple hours sleep, and I'm like, I'm getting my sunrise live stream, because this is it. This is what I want to do with my life. When I retire, whatever it is I'm going to be doing, I'm going to start my days with a live stream out here at the beach. I just want to tell people the beach conditions every single day and enjoy a cup of coffee. I am honored, D. Thank you so much for stopping in with me, man. I really, really appreciate that. I don't know if you remember or not, but when we first kind of started off and stuff like that, and I have not forgot this, you and Nick were subscribers number 99 and 100. You guys put me on the 100. You were my 100th subscribers. I don't know which was which, but you guys did 99 and 100. And I hadn't forgot that, man. It means a lot, and I appreciate it. And now here we are, like a couple of years later, and things are going swimmingly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. D, really appreciate you, man. I appreciate everything that you guys have. You guys started me off on my journey the right way, and I could not be more thankful for that. I take it, D, you guys are probably about to start, right? What are you even doing in here? I'd figure you'd be messing with like your equipment and getting your stuff set up right now. Or are you taking the day off? No, you're not taking the day off. I know you're streaming today. I'm tickled, man. In one. Oh, really? Well, I tell you what, I'm not going to hold you guys up. I've got my sunrise. I have had an absolute blast here. How would you guys feel about doing a little bit of raid on the Nick Nimmin live stream? I don't have that many people in here, but I would dearly love to. I would dearly love to do a raid on the Nimmin live stream. Yeah, he probably like I had my sunrise stuff set up like hours ago. I bet he's doing the same with his. I'm sure. Josephine, I make music too. I have another channel, Beats by Bob. Yeah, hey, Josephine is awesome. That's right, HK2. I just remembered that I was off a little bit on your music stuff, but I remember that you're good. Yeah, yes, yeah, man. I tell you what, HK2, we are going to do a raid here on the Nick Nimmin morning live stream. HK2, I highly suggest you check this stuff out because everything that I have learned, like what you were talking about, I learned it from these guys. They're the ones that set me off on the right path. Highly suggest you check them out. Yeah, Neil, I'm going to be going fishing here in a bit. We're going to do an exploratory trip, but we're laid back and kind of kicking it, just chilling out, not stressing about today's trip, which gave me an opportunity to come out here to the beach and wake up right with a cup of coffee and enjoy myself prior to the fishing trip. So guys, on that note, I am going to go ahead and shut it down on this. I'm getting a little bit coarse. My coffee needs a refill, and I need to get my weekly dose of a little bit of Nimmin live stream. So if you are not already subscribed, I highly suggest checking out Nick Nimmin. Let me see if I can type it in. I can't because I don't know what I'm doing. It's Nick Nimmin. And would somebody, do I have any mods in here? I don't think I do. Yeah, that's a bummer. Hoi. I don't have any way of directing traffic. Sorry about that. But I highly suggest checking out Nick Nimmin's live stream this morning. I guarantee that is the place to be for the Saturday morning YouTuber. Guys, I want to thank you very much for coming and joining me for the sunrise this morning. I had an absolute blast. I hope that you guys enjoyed yourselves as well. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the Nick Nimmin live stream. When you get in there, well, say hi. Have a wonderful day, guys. We will catch you in the next video. Enjoy your weekend.